month's salary can get you a comfortable house to live in.
Let's say January. Because obviously this house is not a new house.
Yes.
I'm living there already. Even if you want to increase with sense. You can't just skyrocket something from 300 to 1 point. So if you know you are concerned, why would you put the rent in that price in the first place?
So I think she's being concerned not because she cares, but she wants to be sure that you can sustain that 4 million naira annually.
Exactly. Agents too are wicked.
And that's what
they don't care.
Saying.
They don't care. They are just about the commission. You know, the higher the price, the higher their commission. So they are just about their pockets.
Hello everyone, welcome to Moments with Edenbrooks, where we talk about real talks and challenges around facing the real estate industry. I'm Hodufa Onalogo, and here with me is
Oluwadamilola Emmanuel.
Always nice to have you on the show.
Thank you, Hodufa.
And today we'll be talking about something that almost affects everyone living in Lagos. And when I say something affecting everyone living in Lagos, you already know the topic: rent in 2026. Is it fair? Is it realistic? Are we just being punished by a nice landlord? So today, these are the real conversation we'll be having about rent in 2026. So Dami, I think this anytime I get to talk about rent, right, everyone gets to face it. I think almost everyone in Lagos. So let's use the statistics of I think 80% of the people living in Lagos get to face this issue, because whether you like it or not, people do come from Lagos, school, work, and everything that has to do with life. So the population in Lagos, it's getting crazy day by day. So what will really say trigger this rent increase in 2026?
Okay, so first of all, I'd like to start with rent determine the location.
Okay.
Rent on the highland, some parts are affordable while some are extreme.
Okay.
They are ridiculous.
All right.
So for someone earning 200k and his or her office is located in Lekki Phase 1 and the person needs an accommodation on the highland, maybe the person doesn't have anyone to squat with in Lagos, and you are seeing rent, the minimum in this Lekki Phase 1 for a BQ, you'll be earning 1 million, 1 point this.
So that's to say your 5 months salary can get you a comfortable house to live in.
Let's say January.
Your annual salary.
Not even the monthly or let's say quarter.
So if you are using your annual salary to pay for a rent in Lagos, what about...
So what else do you have left? Like, what do you have left? It's crazy, honest.
So there was a tweet I saw on Twitter, and it was trending, and I think it's very relatable. So I'll read it. It said, Lagos rent prices are not designed for the legal income earners. I think what the person is trying to say is that there are two sets of...
exactly, like I said.
Because if he or she is saying it's not designed for the legal earners, so who are the illegal earners, and what does she mean by illegal earners?
Are we safe? I'm not about to dive into this right now.
No, I think it was safe to an extent. It's just within the real estate industry.
Let's be realistic. Yeah, the rent doesn't favor a salary earner. If we are being realistic here, because rent is crazy. You'll be hearing millions of naira. These are exclusive of service charge. They are exclusive of electricity, because some houses you need to pay for light, water every month.
Okay.
Imagine spending a whole lot, because what company will pay you? We have few companies that pays in millions. Average of this company pays between 150 to 200, 300
at most.
Before you even see 500
at most, you have to sweat it out, and you have to work time. You understand?
So imagine now you want to pay for rent, your transport, your feeding. I'm not sure salary enough will be enough. Right? Because I think that's what the person was trying to say. Salary enough can't cover for that.
Okay, so if we're saying it's not for the legal earners, I wouldn't want to requote her, but I think that's what she's trying to say. It's not as if they have illegal earners thereabouts. And what will we have to say to the landlord? Are the landlord be unfair? Is it that they bought this property expensive, or it's just a means to make more money or suck at money because they know people will always have have to pay the rent. Whether you like it or not, there are people willing to pay this rent. So what is the problem? How can we strike a balance between those landlord and the tenants, that for the issue of a regularized rent?
Well, we can't get a regularized rent.
Okay.
We can't get that because some landlords are greedy and some they are understanding. Then for some they feel if this particular place is tagged this name, then the price should be a GRA price.
Okay.
It's not for the minimal. And they don't care because people will always patronize them. People will definitely pay for the rent because, like they will say, they have their target audience.
And you're not their target audience.
And you're not their target audience.
But do you think
and it shouldn't be?
But do you think it's only in this price area that rents are increased? I think I read a story. Someone said he was staying in Yanukpaja. I don't think. Oh, don't get me wrong. Apologies to those that live in Yanukpaja. Right. They said the person tweeted and said, "Oh, my rent at Yanukpaja previously used to be 300, and my landlord sent me a message that now increase in rent is now about 1.3. So what do you have to say?
So what happened? Because obviously this house is not a new house.
Yes.
I'm living there already. Even if you want to increase with sense. I'm sorry, landlord, but increase with some conscience. You can't just skyrocket something from 300 to 1 point. What happened? Did you do anything in the house? I mean,
I think people's annoyance is that we are getting rent increment, but nothing changes. The standard of living is still the same. The roads, nothing changed. The house, nothing changed. Some of them, they are even paying higher rents with leak roof, and it's not supposed to be that. And so there's another tweet again that really gained traction, and the person says that it's quite funny because the tweet gained about 7,000 views.
Oh, wow,
and it says that Lagos rent is a proof that landlords and salary earners are living in two completely different economies. And it said you are earning legally, budgeting carefully, and rent is increasing it like you are into something nobody told you about. So you could see that I think realistically what the person was trying to say is that Lagos landlord and Lagos tenant, it seems the economic they are both functioning is different.
Not the same,
You understand? It's not the same because imagine someone that is doing things legally. An average Nigeria should be earning nothing less than 200. No, there are some persons still earning less than how much is the minimum wage we're talking about? Yeah,
75.
So there are some persons still earning
that even earn below.
You understand? So are you trying to tell us that 2 annual or biannual, it's not enough for you to pay a 1 year and annual rent? It's a problem. So I think we really need to look into this. And the only solution I could just think of it is regularized system, in the sense that we already know the average income of every Nigerian. And I think with this taxation, it will reduce, because I learned that some persons are saying, oh, will we get your house rent so that if you're paying rents for so and so, your taxation on this should be reduced. So I feel the problem here is that it's not just the location, because other persons are taking advantage of the location. Yes, just like an instances I gave you, that someone is staying at Yanukpaja and the person increased the rent times how many percent? So yes, even though you want to increase, even though you want to increase the rent at least 10 to 12%, I think. But some of them is about 70%, some of them is 120%. It doesn't make a sense that you're doing an increment according to that.
From
price.
300, I think 500 is fair. 500, 700 is okay.
Okay, it's
why
fair.
Would you put it to 1 point?
From 300 to 700 is still not fair.
Would you even take the 300 in the first place? I mean, do they think about that?
So another thing is that someone has said another thing that strikes me so much. He said, if it was safe here, I would just buy a van and convert it to a home. Lagos house agents will eat their 2 years rent requirements. Working class single lady, only Yoruba bullshit requirements for an overpriced house where basic amenities is labeled luxury.
Let me give you a story. So there was a time I was house hunting here in Lekki. So I was looking for a particular. I love studio apartment. I don't like shared apartment. So I got to
prefer a studio apartment
because it's
shared
just
apartment.
me.
Okay.
Based on my previous experience, so I wouldn't want to share apartment. So on getting to the apartment, I love it. Though I need to, bring it back to life. It's an old building. Old building in Lekki Phase 1 is actually spacious compared to what they are.
Of work, yes.
Yeah, it requires a lot. I calculated how much I was going to spend to renovate and all. It's about 1.5, which I don't mind. So now the owner of the house requested for my salary, my monthly income. Like, the question this woman was asking me,
was it a tribe balance, or you must be Igbo, you must be Yoruba?
No, she does not even have issue with tribe or whatever. But why would you want to intervene in my privacy? You want to know how much I earn? You already know where I work. You have my ID. I work. Why she's so interested in how much I earn was because of the outrageous rent.
Oh, she's thinking you can't
pay, because yearly is 4 million for the rent for the studio. And for her, she thinks, what would this young lady be doing for her to want to secure a 4 million naira studio apartment?
So if she's that concerned,
if you know you are concerned, why would you put the rent in that price in the first place?
So I think you're not getting the object here, right? So she's being concerned not because she cares, but she wants to be sure that you can sustain that 4 million naira annually.
Exactly. So in the first place, when you reason that you want a young people in this place, obviously a family people can't stay in a studio apartment. It's usually a young people, and you are putting the rent for 4 million naira all because it's in Lekki Phase 1, aside service charge. And this house, I need to bring it back to my own taste. My interior decor was like, we'll need to spend 1.5 here aside the rent. I don't have issue with the rent, because I know if I do 1 or 2, my work, my job, because I have it. What if someone doesn't have it? And me, I don't put my rent on commission. As long as I'm doing a 9 to 5, if my 9 to 5 can't pay my rent,
it's a problem.
No, it's a problem. I don't think I can.
Okay, thank you so much, Dami. I think there's another tweet here that is quite interesting, and the person was just suggesting what we could do. He said the pricing model in Nigeria is messed up. That is the main problem, not just landlords. Every item price is off in this country, because when the dollar rate was adjusted, prices were reduced to rebalance the market. So people are still selling items at old rate. Lack of regulation is killing the country in every sector, and this is very relatively. So we could use like a basic standard. I remember when dollar was high, everyone was like, oh, dollar is high, dollar is high, dollar is high. So the price was skyrocketed. Yes. And now dollar has dropped and everything has become normal, but we're still selling in the current old price. So I feel this person is trying to lay emphasis on regularized payments. And when they say regularized model or pricing model, it should be for everybody regardless of whether you're poor, you are rich, you are the medium. Let there be a standard price of this, because you already know that we're working towards achieving that minimum wage. What's the minimum wage here? 75,000 naira. So let's say, for instance, now a couple had come to Lagos, and NYC had posted him or her to Lagos, and he or she is looking for an apartment.
My God,
you can't even find an apartment with your annual rent.
Just look for your family member.
You can't, and that's why crime keeps increasing. You understand? Because in the interest of I'm looking for an apartment, I've not been able to get an apartment, and so I need to date someone that has an apartment. And so when the relationship is not even favorable, it's not cordial to you, you are being abusive in that relationship, you have to stay there because you don't have what? You don't have an apartment. So what this person is trying to say, and I beat into it, is that saying that there should be a price model.
Well, we are in a country where most of these people are selfish. We are in a selfish country.
Everyone is fighting for our own pocket.
They are just about, what am I going to gain? What is my take on this? If I do this, no, I'm not gaining up to this. So I'm leaving it at the price. If you like, buy. If you like, don't buy. We are just selfish.
I'll read you a tweet that you might find very funny and sometimes disgusting. It said a friend was quietly paying 4 million naira to rent a duplex in Femi Okunu Estate, Lekki, Lagos. And suddenly this year, 2026, this same 2026, they said that the rent is now 18 million naira. That's more than 4 times of our rent. Probably a new Lagos real estate agent got hold of our landlord, and white part is that someone will gladly pay the 18 million naira.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, please.
These people that increase rent, is it that they won't give you a notice before they increase, or they will just come up, oh, we are increasing.
So I think
I'm not understanding.
I think from this
from
story,
4 million naira to 18 million naira.
The gap was
and still, let me tell you one thing about agents. Agents too are wicked.
And that's what this
They
person
don't
is
care.
saying.
They don't care. They are just about the commission. You know, the
money.
higher the price,
The higher
their
commission.
So they are just about their pockets, what they are getting, and they don't care. They are proud. Those human beings are proud. Jesus. Have you tried house hunting? They will collect 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira for inspection fee for a house that it is what I got versus what I got. On getting to the location, you just be like, is this the picture you sent to me? And they don't even care. They will collect their 10,000 naira and they won't bother looking for you. It only takes the grace of God. You will see an agent after the inspection fee will send you more options. They don't care. You are on your own.
So I think what this person is trying to say is that our friend was paying 4 million naira and the landlord increased it to 18 million naira, courtesy of the agent that brought someone that is willing to pay 18 million naira. So it's still the same thing we're talking about here. Most of the time they trigger this landlord and say, oh, why would this price be 4 million naira?
Why is it 4 million naira?
Why would it be 4 million naira? In this location, it's a prime location. People are paying that. People as it as not as fine as this are paying over 20 million naira. So let's just leave it 18 million naira. And they themselves cannot afford it, but because they have a client that can afford it, and so therefore the price should be that.
I saw a video on Instagram. You know, this agent that will say pay this, pay that, and ask them where they are living. Most of them are living in okay, sorry, but it's just the reality. It's a video that I saw that the agent is going back to a Korokwe house he or she is living, like all this pan house, all these
Basha.
And you are telling somebody 3 million naira is not expensive now, it's fair compared to 18 million naira, and you yourself, the agent, can you pay it?
That's the problem.
Most of these island agents, they are not even living within the Lekki. They are living far away where they can afford. And you are not telling the landlord, hey, you increase the price now, this price is low. Why?
I think if we continue this whole conversation about rent, we won't leave the studio today. Our online guest, you could see that it was an interesting session today at the studio. So if you want to be part of this conversation, drop your comments and share us, and we'll be discussing about that in our next video. For now, we say bye.
Bye, guys.